Hey guys, welcome back to Trail Tested, and we got a very special one for you today because we're sitting in front of the Qnut Victor, and this is the 2.0 2025 edition right here. Now this is a 26-inch mountain bike with a 16.5-inch frame there, so about a medium-sized frame, and this bike is featuring a 350-watt rear geared hub motor. Very nice to see a gear hub motor back there. Even though we're only at 350 watts, that rear motor back there puts out 55 Newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque to get us up the hills today. We'll put a good test into that. Now, this is a 36-volt system with a 10.4 amp-hour battery right there. Now, as soon as I got this out of the box, the first thing I noticed was the paint job. The paint job is probably one of the best electric bike paint jobs I have seen yet on this channel. Check it out. It is very clean in real life and very shiny. Very nice to see that. These are not stickers right here. This is all painted on. None of that is going to peel off. Very sweet. Now, along with that nice looking paint job, I love the name of this. It's the Qnut. Very catchy name. I like it, and they got it branded all over. It's even got its own Qnut front forks right there. And looking at those forks, we do have a little bit of travel in those. So we have a little suspension on the front, hardtail in the rear. And while we're at it, let's check out the tires here. We are at 26 by 1.95. That 1.59 is the width here. And ooh, check out those grippers on here. Oh, these are going to be great on the trail today. Nice tires right there. I believe they are CST tires right there. And out of the box, every spoke came nice and tight. Very nice to see right there. And putting together the Qnut was a breeze out of the box. The Victor had everything you need. All you had to do was put on the front tires, put the bars on there quick, and you are pretty much good to go. And as for the frame material, this is carbon steel. Let's go for a little quality control here real quick. The welds are very nice. They are smooth. There's no slag splatter or nothing weird coming up from there. I've reviewed a lot of bikes with carbon steel frames, and they are a little bit heavier than aluminum, but they are strong. Yeah, we'll come on over and check out the old chain ring here. That's a good size right there. Now, this is different than most e-bikes. This is an old traditional chain ring right here. This is a 42 tooth, but look at this. We got the heavy gears up front, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we have 7 in the back. This is a true 21-speed bike. Very cool. We're going to be going through all those gears today and seeing how that does on the trail. And swinging on back to the derailleur. Nice little branded down there. We got the Shin derailleur back there, 22 series, and we have a nice derailleur guard to protect that as well. And we are sporting some plastic pedals on this one, but I'm glad they got those teeth down there. They got some nice little nubbers to stick into your shoes to keep you on that trail. Now the top speed on this bike is 20 miles an hour, and the range is 20 throttle and 40 pedal assist. We'll put a solid testing on the range today because the battery is only 10.4 or 10.5 amp hours. And as for the removable battery, it is tucked in there very nicely. You got a little safety key feature here. You pop that in there, give that a twist, and up and out with that. Very easy to remove right there. Check it out. Let's get some specs right here for you so we know exactly what we're talking about. And yeah, right there, it's a 36 volt, 2.4 amp hours, 374.4 watt hours. All right, and easy installation. Swing it back in, get it, hit that little clunk. Once you hear that clunk, twist that out and take that, and you are good to go. And swinging on back here right to the brakes right here, we got some 160 millimeter rotors down there. Good to see. It's a good sized rotor. They are mechanical, but this is a lightweight brake, so we shouldn't have any problem stopping with these mechanical brakes. And as for mechanical brakes go, they are much easier to service and adjust than hydraulic brakes. And swinging up the frame here, we got the saddle. This is a really nice saddle, actually. I just bought a $1,000 mountain bike, and this is very close to the saddle that they gave me. Very nice. It's a little firm and a little stiff, as a mountain bike saddle should be, but nonetheless, it is a very nice and sleek looking saddle right there. And if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to put a rack on the back of here. You got those two holes right there, and then these ones right down here. So you could put a little rack on the back if you want to carry some goodies with you. Now swinging up the throttle, looking at that cool paint job coming through with that blue strip. I love it. And pow, we're at the handlebars. Very nice. Now here's where things get interesting. No quarter twist throttle over here. This is a cadence sensor bike, but we do have throttle, and it is a full twist throttle. Wop, wop, wop. The 13-year-old me is coming out. This would have been a dream for me. Now we got our chrome brake lever up here. It's good. It's got a good reach. It's all right. And we got our first shifter knob over here with our little trail-friendly dinger right there. Over here we got the LCD. We'll check out that little screen here in a minute. And here's our secondary shifter for those high and low gears. And the front brake. The grips ain't bad. I don't mind the grips. All right, to fire the Qnut up, you just go up here, click that button so the battery is on, swing back up in here, and you got a side button right over here. Click and hold that. Instantly fires right up. Very cool. Let's crack this freshie off. All right, so fresh and clean. Very nice looking display. And as for pedal assist modes, let's check it out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of pedal assist. Very cool. And then you click that side button again, and there's your speed we got, and then we'll have our trip, and then our overall odometer. So you get a couple features on there. Now, the Qnut is coming in fully UL certified, and inside that battery there, we got 18650 cells. Now, when you pull this out of the box, you get some goodies with you. You get yourself the little instruction manual, and it's in good English. No broken English, very easy to read. So for putting this together, that should be no problem with you. You get the tool kit, and you get yourself a couple of reflectors we'll put on for safety in just a minute. And typically with a bike like this, you'll only get maybe a 1.5 amp hour charger or a 2 amp charger. Nope, you get a 3 amp charger with this bike. So from fully dead, you could probably charge that battery in about 4.5 hours. Very sweet. And if you want to carry some cargo on here, you can. This has a 250 pound max load limit, so you are safe to carry some heavy stuff. All right, guys, I'm just too excited. We'll chitty chat some more once we get on the trail, but let's get the Qnut Victor out on the road, on the trail, and let's get it sent. Let's go. And guys, right before we hit the trail, check it out. I'm about 5'9", standing right next to the Qnut here. I got the seat down pretty low as it can go, and it's at my waist. Very nice, user-friendly size right there. So there you have it right there. All right, got the helmet on. Let's hit the trail. Let's go. Woo! All right, guys, we are all saddled up on the Qnut Victor. We are in pedal assist 0 right there. Let's kick it off right away. Let's see how this pedals with no motor whatsoever. If you get stranded, can you bike this thing home? Oh yeah, let's go through some gears here. I'm already going to a higher gear. This is no problem. All right. Oh yeah, kicking up, shifting good right there. Very nice, 10 miles an hour. Yeah, no problem pedaling this whatsoever getting home. So let's pump it up to pedal assist 1. Ooh, nice little kick of power there. Came in very tame, very nice, bringing us up to about 8 miles an hour there. All right, let's bump it up to pedal assist 2. Oh yeah. All right, we are pulling uphill right now, 11 miles an hour. Very nice, very smooth power delivery right there. Let's go to pedal assist 3. Pedaling nice. Oh yeah, this thing's handling good. This thing is nimble. Nice. That's showing about 15 miles an hour there on the deck there. All right, pedal assist 4. Oh yeah, there we got a good little kick of power right there. Wow, these motors are silent. These are geared, that's a geared hub motor back there, and it is quiet. Very nice. All right, we'll have to get on the road to get to this pedal assist 5 here for the top speed of 20 miles an hour. All right, here we go. We're gonna kick it up 1 to pedal assist 5. Oh yeah, the power's coming in. Very easy, very gradual. You can get a good workout on this bike if you want to, no problem. And right there is a 18.6, 19, it's still going. Oh yeah, get on those. Ooh, the brakes work good. These work very good. I like that feeling right there. Now guys, I'm gonna keep track of all the range data today, so I'll share that with you at the very end of my Strava app. Nonetheless, let's keep it going. All right, let's do some throttle action. All right, I'm throttling. We're going uphill right now. Nice and easy, pulling up 12 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour, very sweet. All right, cruising on down now. We'll go down a little downhill here. And we're up at 20, and we are going above 20. We're at 21.8. So it's good to see that that motor doesn't cut us off and stop us from going any faster. That's nice to see. I mean, while we're at it, let's just do a little top speed run, little downhill action right here. See if we can get this up to 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25.6, no problem. Let's check out the balance now. Oh yeah, this is great. This feels like I'm 13 years old again, man. Easy balance. Here's me trying to shake it. Nice. All right, so far so good. This just feels like your old typical bike with a nice motor on the back. Very sweet. Let's go ahead and do a quick 0 to 20, see what this can get us up at. Ready, go. All right, about a half a stroke of cadence for that to kick in, and then the power is in, and we're out. There's 17, 18, 19, and 20 right there. Not bad. All right, let's do throttle only now. We're gonna go up this pretty steep hill right here. Let's see if it can hold its top speed up there. All right, at least about a 10% grade right here. 16, 13, 13.4, not bad. That's a pretty big hill right there for this little motor. All right, time for a little suspension check. We're just throttle only in it right now. We're gonna hit this bump right here coming in. Oh yeah, very smooth. That front fork did its job. No clinking or clacks or nothing weird coming off that. All right, we are mashing up Cemetery Road now. Hit these windies right here. Oh yeah. Little bumpy in the rear end. It is a hardtail, but that's what it is. No big deal. All right, cruising up this hill. Oh, I like the way this pulls. You can definitely feel that torque as you start pushing on those pedals. Very nice. Oh yeah, we're ripping actually. Sweet. Let's go ahead and bounce on those front forks and see what happens here. Oh yeah, it's got the pogo effect. Very nice. That works good. Those little hydraulics in there doing its job. All right, time to put the CST tires to a little bit of a on-road test right here. We're gonna take a hard turn coming left in right here. Oh yeah, no problem. No slipping out, no nothing. Now, as far as the controls go, I like the whole layout and everything. I do wish that the rear brake was on the opposite side of the throttle. That's just a little bit of a safety feature for me, because when you need to go to those emergency stops, and your hand is occupied on the throttle, you don't want to just pull in that front brake and maybe go over the handlebars or wash out. So it'd be nice to see the rear brake on the opposite side of the throttle. That'd be nice. Woo! Now, I gotta say, I've been testing a lot of fat tire bikes lately, and they just do not move like this. This feels so much more comfortable going down the road in the agility, and you just don't hear those tires. You don't hear those tires howling because of how big and fat they are. This is nice. It is very quiet, very manageable. Now, this is probably one of only about a handful of bikes that I've tested that does not ghost pedal. They got the gearing set up so you can comfortably pedal. You can comfortably put in your own power, even at top speed. That is nice to see. No ghost pedals. All right, let's go for the old death wobble test. All right, here we go. Hands off. Now let's see what happens when we just kick these bars a little bit. No death wobbles at all. Very solid. Check. Now this bike has a nice little safety feature for the throttle. If you're not moving, there is no throttle. There's a cutoff there. But if you get this bike moving just a little bit, like that, and throttle is on. All right, cruising along nicely. Check it out right here. We're 5.1 miles in, and we lost 1 bar, so going good. All right, let's hit this gravel here. If you live out in the country, out in the farms, you gotta make some commuting on some dirt roads. Let's see how she does. Oh yeah, check it out. For a high-speed brake test here, we're almost about 20 miles an hour. We're gonna lock both of them up in 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Nice. Actually, those brakes worked really good. I only had 2 fingers on there pulling it in. Stopped very nice. As you can see, we got a little skid mark right there. It tracked very straight, so very good to see. Good braking. Now, can you make an emergency turnaround? Oh yeah. Ah, there's a dog. Let's get out of here. Emergency. Oh, did you hear that thing? That was wild. Sounded like a turkey coming after me. Yeah, taking out a little gravel. No problem. Skids right out. Skids nice. Very sweet. Now, a huge benefit to owning an e-bike like this is that it is very stealth. It is very, very low key. There's so much going on in the world today with e-bike laws and everything, and riding this bike around, you're never gonna get looked at. You're never gonna have any problems with the cops, any problems with going down any types of trails. This is technically a class 2 bike, but I mean, it might as well be a class 1 bike for how it looks. Now, let me show you how sneaky this bike actually is. All right, we're pulling up on a golf course right here. We got some golfers down there giving the drives. And just like that, we are up here and we're just hanging out. You can pretty much go wherever you want on these bikes, as long as you are respectful and minding your manners, and you can sneak in just about anywhere you want to go. All right, we are almost to the summit. We are hitting Peters Hill right now. In we go. All right. And in the last week, we've been getting a lot of storms and tornadoes going through Minnesota here. So we got weeds and debris and brush everywhere down, but we are coming prepared. We are on the victor. All right, giant water tower action. Very nice. We got a big bump coming up. Oh, boom. Oh, super fun. All right, we're gonna blast these windies. We have some Formula F1 turns coming up. Let's test these tires and brakes out as we go down the summit here. Oh, some sand in the road right there. No slipping out whatsoever. Oh yes, this thing is hugging the turns. Very sweet. Let's try a little banker on here. Oh yeah, and it jumps it. Oh, awesome. All right, got a brake test, downhill brake test, 20 miles an hour, ready? Oh yes, the Victor locks them up. That hill is no joke. This thing handles very good. It is a very fun bike to ride. All right, let's send it up. We're gonna do throttle only right here. This is a very steep uphill right now. I'm full throttle, and we have some tight quarterback, switchback, 90-degree turns. Oh, I almost took it too sharp. All right, no problem there. Oh yeah, oh, I took my foot down. Oh no. All right, get this one. And yes, we're going. That's too much fun. We got one more 90 coming up. Let's hit this one perfect. There we go. There we go. That's how it's done. Oh yeah. All right, total domination by the Victor so far. Very sweet. But now we're gonna have to take it down some off-road. We're gonna get really off-roady with it. This is not a friendly bike path whatsoever. This is gonna test the endurance of that chain derailleur, that ring back there. If anything's gonna pop off or break, it's going to on this trail. All right, here we go. Full send. Woo! Oh yeah, oh yes, it's making it, no problem. Wow, I'm not even hearing hardly any noise from that derailleur back there. Very solid. We're actually making it down this faster than the moped style bike I just tested. Oh yes, oh man, domination. Check it out. Nothing's coming loose, get some rattles there. Nice, 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 check. All right, we're back on the road, and now we are off the road and back on the trail. Front suspension doing its job. All right, guys, we're cranking through. We are 10 miles into this trip, and we have lost 2 bars, 3 bars left. Oh, and real quick, I wanna give a shout out to Qnut for sending me out this bike for review and testing. They did not ask me to say anything, sign any contracts, anything like that. They just sent it out, told me to have some fun and make some nice high quality content, and that's what we're doing. All right, full send here. Oh yeah, down here, into here. And what do we got here? We're gonna mosey into the skate park here. Handlebars fit right through that tight spot. All right, let's do it, full send. Here we go, woo. Up and over there, let's climb up the big pyramid right there. Drive down that, record speed time, over the tabletop. Boom, 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 and up to the top of the bank. Now guys, real quick, do not ride like me, whatever you do. I only ride like this to test these things and see what's gonna shake, shimmy, or come loose before you purchase or buy this bike. So please, do not ride like me. All right, dropping in for a full send. Here we go, down the steep bank, woo! Up and over, oh yeah. And we'll do a little kick turn on this right here. Very sweet. All right, up and over the pyramid. Oh, very easy. And way up there, oh, no problem hopping up that transition right there. Solidly balanced, very nice. We're gonna see if we can't just roll into this transition right here. This is a 3-foot quarter pipe. So let's bring it on in here, see if we get any scrapage or ground clearance issues. Oh, very nice drop in. Boom, up and over, got that. Let's do this, woo, up, down and around. Such a nimble bike, such a good feeling right there. Awesome to see, oh yeah. All right guys, coming in hot for one last send. Here we go, woo, full throttle, hit around there. Backstroke one time, on the brakes. All right, man, it is getting hot out. Let me tell you, and windy, and we're coming in and skirt. What an epic ride today, guys. Thank you for riding with me. And guys, there you have it. That was the Qnut Victor. Awesome ride on this mountain bike today. This did very good. I mean, we've been riding for almost 2 hours, and as for our time here, we're at 2 bars left, and we are at almost 15 miles. So pretty dang good for that little battery back there. That little hub motor, that little gear hub motor in the back did a great job. Overall, I am very impressed throughout the whole bike. It was very solid. I did not hear any chattering or jittering or nothing weird going on. I was going through a lot of rough bumps, hips, hops, and all that. And all the throttle was there. There was no cutouts and powers, nothing weird happening. Now, my little nitpicks are here and there. I would like to see the cable management tucked in a little better. If anything, they should get their own Qnut little wrap that you can put over here that covers all the cables and have that little Qnut right there with it. Nonetheless, no big problem. Hydraulic brakes, not necessary on this at all. These brakes did good. The bike is very sturdy for its speed. It's hard to complain too. This bike is still under $600. That is such a good deal for this bike. And you get a solid 1-year warranty with it too. Although I really do like the design of the seat, it is stiff. After about an hour and a half, my bum was hurting a little bit, but nonetheless, it is a nice seat. It's very sweet, very cozy, very sporty. It felt good as I was ripping those trails leaning forward. So yeah, if you're looking for a budget-friendly commuter that is low-key, under the radar, easy to assemble, the Qnut Victor is the way to go. Very solid bike. I just love the traditional frame. It felt really good to be back on a normal mountain bike. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in this bike, I'll have the link below where to get it. And if I have some coupon codes, I'll throw them down there as well to save you some money. But nonetheless, hey, the Qnut Victor is in the house. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hey, stay trail happy. Peace.